You are now tuned into the Cut Game radio show hosted by Groom City.
With the Cut Game radio show, we let them know we stay true
To the Cut Game.
Yeah, that's how we do. It's the Cut Game radio show, we let them know we stay true
To the Cut Game.
Yeah, that's how we do. It's the Cut Game radio show, we let them know we stay true
To the Cut Game.
Yeah, that's how we do.
The Cut Game radio show hosted by Groom City.
That's how we do.
Hey, what's going on? It's Groom City. You now tuned in to the Cut Game radio show, #1 podcast for your hair needs. And right now, I'm chilling in the Cut Game studio. My boy Tone. What up with it, Tone?
What's going on, Groom City? How we living?
Man, blessed. It's a blessing. Feeling righteous. What about yourself?
I'm on that high octane jet fuel. You know how I stay elevated and just just up in the sky. You know how we do it.
Nah, that's what's up. Hey, today we just gonna go straight into the show. Today we got two of the dopest barbers in Southern California. They got a shop, the Spot Barbershop in Pomona, California. They're originally from Whittier. All kind of trophies. I mean, different product brands, everything. They've been in this cut game doing it for a minute. So today we have none other than Edward Klipperhands and Fade Master in the building.
Give it up.
What's up,
fellas?
man? What's up, man? Thanks for stopping through. So, how long y'all been up in the cut game, man?
Man, cut game. Since I first started, it was back in '98. It was like the summer of '98. I was going into originally. It was I was a summer school. 6th grade going to 7th grade, and you know at that time my age, you know you want to look fly, you know. You start getting into girls, you start getting into more of your image, and well, with my dad and my mom, like they were kind of separated, so for us it was kind of harder for us to get a cut every week. I wanted to get a fresh cut every week instead of once a month, if that.
Oh, so they was only giving y'all that once a month budget.
Yeah, and sometimes it would be like, they would take my brother, and then my brother would be fresh, and I'll be like, wait, what about me? You know what I mean? So it would kind of like, they would separate our cuts between 2 weeks apart. Yeah. And then I was just like, man, I told my dad, I need to start getting my cuts once a week instead of this once a month. He's like, you're crazy, you know what I mean? He's like, you're crazy if you think I'm gonna do that. So I just told him, like, mad, I'm like, well, I guess you're gonna have to buy me some clippers and I'll cut my own hair. Yeah. I said it mad. I didn't even say like I meant it.
So you was 12 years old when all this happened?
Yeah. I was 12 years old.
So did he buy you them clippers?
I came home from summer school and there they were. I was like, damn, what am I gonna do with this?
Hey, so what was it?
Walmart clippers.
It was like the Walmart, like the package where it's like two clippers. You got like the peanut and you get the one.
Oh yeah, he gave you that whole kit.
Yeah. I got the kit, so I was like, damn, what am I gonna do with this? Yeah. So I sat my brother down and I would cut him up.
The guinea pig right here. Sorry.
And then I would cut my hair like every 3 days.
Yeah.
I would be in the restroom for hours. Those those machines would get hot. And, And to be honest, like I didn't even think like I was, I didn't know what the difference between a good haircut or a bad haircut. I just thought cutting hair was good enough. Yeah. If you're taking something out, that was good,
Hey, but that's pretty, you know what I'm saying? That you 12 years old, so that's pretty much how you thinking. For the viewers out there, this is Fade Master. You know what I'm saying? This is Edward Klipperhands,
What up?
Now, these two brothers right here, and I had to get them on the show. We had to get them on the Cut Game radio show. So, when you had those clippers in your hand, what's up with your brother? You know what I'm saying? So, you practice on him?
Yeah, I would practice on him, and then I would cut my hair. Like, it would be like both of us now, you know what I mean? And then when I would cut my hair, the thing what I would do with him, I'd be like, hey, can you just touch up the back? Because, holding the mirror with your hand, it gets tiring, like cutting your hair and holding. So I was like, man, like, how am I going to do this for the back? So I'd be like, Edward, come through. And then he'll be like, what? Hey, can you touch up the back?
Oh, okay.
And then what do I do? Just follow the line.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know that, that there was you had to use the lever, like, to blend in.
For real?
My thing was just 0 and a 1 on top. And there was a straight line across. And no fade. No fade. It was no fade. It was just a straight. Cut. Yeah, it was just a bowl cut. Because I didn't know.
You got a straight line, you're good.
I thought a haircut was just supposed to be divided in two at once.
Oh, okay.
I was only 12 years old, so I was excited.
Yeah.
So and then as I started to see it, as I started to grow older, I started to realize that it's not supposed to stick out like that. I started using the levers, but just open. And then I still had the line, but I didn't know how to break that up. Yeah. Until time went by more and more, because you know, back then we didn't have YouTube. We didn't have none of that. You know, no.
Now
videos.
what year is this?
This is like 98, 99.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so by the time I got into, you know, where I started getting better is by the time I got into high school.
Okay.
Yeah. By the time I got into high school, people were already asking, "Hey, who cuts your hair?" And I was
so you skill levels getting up there.
Yeah,
huh?
I was starting to get better because I would go to the barbershops. I would watch my boys get cut, but I wouldn't get cut. I would just be there chilling. The barbers didn't know I was kind of like a little bit taking notes, but I was just like, oh, okay, so this is what I need to do. This is where I need to. Every time I would go, I would pick something up new. You know?
Yeah.
Like,
Now this up in Whittier.
Yeah, Whittier.
Man, now look, we got audience all over the globe. Let them know how Whittier, the type of city Whittier is. Is it a nice suburban city, or what's up with it?
Yeah, Whittier. Well, you got the mixtures. You got uptown Whittier. You got the South Whittier. I live in the south part of Whittier. It's, you know, it's pretty hood.
Okay.
But you know, everybody's family out there. Everybody knows everybody.
Now, is it mainly a Latin community?
It's a mixture.
Okay.
You got a mixture, but it's a majority Latin. But then you go uptown Whittier, you got like, you know, a lot of white. And then you got, you know, everywhere. It's pretty much everything.
Now, being in that environment, how did it influence your style of cutting? You know what I mean? Because I know during that time, you know, because there was no, it's just my opinion, but because there was no Instagram or, you know, no social media, a lot of times, you know, different regions had different styles. You know what I mean? Definitely, you know, when it comes to different ethnicities, you know. So that area, how did it influence the way you wore your hair during this time?
Because where I lived behind my house was a park.
Okay.
And so there's always sports, athletic, you know, every type of sport. So I would always, you know, when I would practice on friends and do different haircuts, because I knew pretty much everyone in the neighborhood. Yeah. They always let me experiment haircuts on them.
Oh, okay.
I had different styles from the rat tail to just the bangs, and you know what I mean. That at the time that's what was hot. Yeah. So just from mixing up different styles and with the whole cutting hair, you know, since I started so young, I was like learning off of friends, you know, just picking it up from there, and then because I've been cutting for so long, I just started to pick everything up as I went. You know what I mean?
Nah, that's what's up. Now, what about yourself, Klipperhands? You know, I'm hearing one side of the story, and I know little baby brother was there during that whole time. Fill us in on the other half, you know.
Well, to me, it was more like I was with my friends, and then he'll call me in. He'll call me in, and he'll be like, "Yo, fix my back." I'm like, "Man, come on, leave me alone. I'm with my homies, you know." Yeah. And I'll go in there in the restroom and just get the line straight, and all right, here's the clippers later. It was more like that. It was not.
So you didn't really have an interest like Fade Master.
Yeah, it wasn't really like that. It was just more like, and the more I did it, the more I caught on to it. Like when I was probably like 16 years old, 17 years old, I used to do graffiti and hanging out with the bad kids and stuff. Oh, okay. And so it was more hooking them up. So let's go get some. I probably started drinking like 18s. I used to go get beer or something. You get me? Yeah. And then pretty much that was it, just to live by, like money to get and to live by. But eventually, it's a talent. I got locked up. Me and my brother got locked up for graffiti. We got locked up. And we're like, we gotta change this around. We got to take it serious, and you know.
Hey, so y'all was what type of graffiti? Like hip hop graffiti, or y'all was gangbang?
No gangbang. It was more like hip hop graffiti.
Like bombs, like murals, murals in the freeways,
under the bridge, freeways, the 101.
Oh, okay. That's what's up.
We used to. It was a different artistic form of expressing ourselves, but obviously, it caught on to us. We had to do our community service and pay our debts, but
so we knew it was not for us. We're like, you know what? We could make some money off something else.
And, y'all still get down a little bit right now.
Well, no, we don't.
On paper?
We haven't. Yeah, probably.
I'm what you call toy now.
No, we be doing our graffitis on hair now. You know what I mean?
Hey, so what was your your tagging name?
It was
incriminate. Don't let him incriminate.
I think he still has open files.
Yeah. There's some files that they have.
Right. You know.
Allegedly.
They caught me doing it, but they didn't finish me writing my name, so it was incomplete yet.
Right. The real Banksy.
No. Yeah. So it's crazy with the whole haircutting stuff. Like my brother, he came in late in the cutting hair because I was already working barbershops by the time because they would just like do little touch up stuff for me. but he wasn't like full dedicated to cutting hair yet.
Okay.
Like me, because my brother used to live with me at one point. I was because my dad lived in Riverside, and then my mom lived in Reno, Nevada.
Oh, okay.
So my brother was living with me at the time, and I was cutting hair.
Now, what age was you, right?
I was probably like, I could say like 22.
Oh, okay.
Edward was maybe like 18.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and at the time, I would be working. I was like, like our mom and dad. Like he was living with me at the time, and he was always hanging out with like, the kids that were doing graffiti and here and there, like pretty much up to no good at the time. And what happened is, he got into like a little problem with some people. And my mom's like, you know what? I don't want him being out there no more, because the fact that he's in the streets. You're not taking care of him throughout the day. You're working, and you don't know really what's going on with him. So she told me, you know what, I'm gonna bring him back. So he had to move back to Nevada, and my mom, and then I was still working. So I was like, okay, I guess.
Now, when you say working, you was actually in a barbershop?
Yeah, I was already working at a barbershop.
Dang,
yeah,
22?
No.
So
22.
Were you licensed at this time?
No, at the time I wasn't licensed. I was blessed to get the opportunity to work at a shop without a license. I know it's not good.
Yeah.
But
hey, but on this show, we don't really, you know what I'm saying? We don't really shun that type of behavior, that you got to get it how you get it, but eventually you got to get licensed, you know what I'm saying?
No,
but
you got to get licensed.
I started like that. I was cutting unlicensed for 3 years, you know what I'm saying? Before I got, got educated and got official,
Yeah, it's crazy. And so what my brother thing is how I got him into it, because I was starting to make good money off of it. I was like barbering has been in my life since I was 12. And the thing with how it was, I worked every type of job. I worked warehouse. I worked fast food. I worked construction. I worked everything, and it was like, man, everything. I would just get my first paycheck, and then I would quit. I would just buy whatever I wanted at the time, and I didn't like to work under everybody like that. You know what I mean? I like to live, work by my the way I wanted to work, like at my own process, timing, and then I didn't like people telling me what to do. So what happened is like, I was supposed to originally go to UTI for mechanic because I used to be into the Honda scene, like the whole street racing scene. Yeah. I was committed to that for like 7 years. I used to, every weekend, like street races.
Oh, so this is during that time when Fast and Furious brand new?
The first Fast and the Furious. My mom told me, what car did you want? The first car I got was a CRX.
Oh, okay.
And then from there, it was like, I had 4 of them. And I blew the first one, and then I was trying to race every corner. I was like, man. Damn. Yeah, I was really used to.
Lost his license.
I had my license at 16. I lost it at 17. You know what I mean? The problem was that I didn't want to tell my mom that I got a ticket, because you had to take your parent to court with you. Yeah. I knew that. I was like, if I tell her, she's gonna take away my car. Yeah. So I was like, no. So until everything came in the mail, it caught on, and I was like, man, I lost my license, lost my car. I had my car, but I had friends driving me in my own car. So, and that was for like 6 years with no license, because the fact that I had a speed contest ticket, I had a no muffler, 2 car 2 lower, no front plates, like all this stuff.
Oh, so you was riding dirty.
I was riding dirty.
And they caught up with you.
Yeah, they caught up with me, and
I take it your car wasn't fast enough.
So
my car was fast.
So I know you said you was in the shop. You was in the shop at 22. When did you actually enroll in barber school?
The moment when I was working at the barbershop, my friend, he's the one that introduced me to get into barber school. Because this is when I was like, man, I need to get licensed. When I first, because I didn't know that barbering was gonna be my actual career until I first worked at the barbershop. How I got introduced to the barbershop is I was cutting my friends up at his house, and then some dude happened to walk by, and he's like, hey, you cut hair? I was like, yeah. He's like, well, there's like 6 people waiting. They're like, oh, are you good at it? I'm all right. Like, you know what I mean? He's like, well, my boy just opened a barbershop. It's been open for 2 weeks, and he's looking for barbers. Only problem is I'm not licensed. He's like, don't worry about that. He's like, he's looking for barbers, So he's like, well, I'm gonna talk to my boy, and I'm gonna have him come in. I'm gonna have you come in and I'm all right, set it up. So next day I get that call, and I'm like, he's like, hey, can you come through? He's like, bring somebody. I was like, man, what am I gonna do now? I was like, so I hit up one of my friends. At that time I was already charging $5 a haircut. So I was like, you know what I mean? So to me, $5 was like, it was. I didn't know what to charge for a cut. I didn't know what my cuts were worth.
Yeah.
So I hit up my boy. I'm like, hey, I'll give you a free cut. Just come. I got an interview. So I went. I called my boy. My boy Jimmy came through. He's like, let's go. I remember on my way over there, I was bumping Eminem. It was like that. You got one shot, one opportunity.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm going. I was just trying to add myself up. I hit up my boy Boyle. I didn't even have my clippers at the time. I hit him up. I'm like, hey, let me borrow your clippers, because he was like even trying to cut hair at his house. Yeah. And also he let me borrow. I remember I had the little Ziploc bag they come, not the Ziploc, the little back pouch where all the clips are scattered. And I had it like that. The machine just wrapped up, like whatever. And when I went to my interview, I had my little bag, and then my model. I didn't even have a cape. And the dude sat me that. He's like, yeah, wait, just express yourself, like do your cut. And I did it. I remember doing the taper. I was so nervous, but I knocked it out. And he's like, the guy looked at it. He's like, when do you want to start? I was like, man. Yeah. I was like, well, I didn't have a job at the time. I was living house to house with my friends, at the time. So I was like, all right, I'll start whenever. He's like, what days you want off? I'll work every day. Yeah. Because I know you have to take a day off. So that's when I said Wednesdays, and Wednesday's been my day off ever since.
That's dope. Yeah. That's dope. Now we're gonna backtrack for the listeners, for the viewers. That's how powerful off the grid barbering is. He's doing his off the grid barbering thing at his house. Somebody walked past, and it led him to the opportunity to work at a shop. So y'all continue to stay on that off the grid game, and mixing it with your on the grid game is powerful. Off the grid barbering is powerful. So we gotta hear what Edward Klipperhands got going on. So he at the barbershop right now. What you got going on during this timeline? We gonna match our timeline together. During this time, what you doing?
At that time, I was cutting hair already, but it was not, like I said, it was not serious. It was just like a side hustle. Yeah. And so at that time, he said I had to take off back with my mom to Nevada because I wasn't doing so good out here in Cali. I started working for Coca-Cola back as a merchandiser. I had a little Coca-Cola car, and I'm doing good, but it was not for me. I didn't like it. Yeah. So I told my mom, hey mom, I'm gonna go visit my brother for a weekend, And at that time, when I came to visit, I stayed for the weekend, but I ended up staying a little longer. I'm like, I called my work. I'm like, hey, I'm not gonna be back till Wednesday. My car broke down, and oh, don't worry, you're a good worker. It's all right. Well, you have your job here waiting for you. Uh-huh. But I didn't end up going back. I ended up staying down here, and we told some guy. One of the friends had a barber shop that he was working at, and he needed a barber, and he's like, yo, I heard you have a brother that cuts hair. So they know he was good, so they're like, yeah, my brother gets down, don't worry. But at that time I was not really that good, like
I was playing the I have a brother that just cuts like me role.
Oh yeah.
Because a lot of people were offering me, they're like, hey, we'll pay you more, come to our shop, come work for our shop.
Oh, for real.
So I told my mom, send him back. He's like, I got I got a job for him. He's like, what's he gonna do? He's like, cut hair, but your brother doesn't know how to cut hair. They don't know that. So when Edward came back, I was like, my brother's gonna move out here for like in 6 months, but he already had came. But I was like, I got 6 months to train him to be decent enough to cut hair at a shop.
That's dope.
So what I did is like I all those friends that he hanged out with, he still did that. But this time it was for a different cause, to cut them all up. So he started all those friends.
Hey, you was the dope big brother. You know what I'm saying? You really put him on the right track.
It's crazy where it led to.
And so I started working at that shop, and then it's a family-owned business. The brother, the sister, the mom, the dad, they all work there, and I was the only one that part of the family. So he put me up on game. He teach me scissor work. He teach me how to clip over comb, and my brother teach me fades, just to get in that job, just to get that job. You know what I mean? And then after that, the guy put me up on game, and I don't know. I just didn't feel comfortable there. It's just it's a family business. They have like
you just outgrown
novelas, they have novelas on TV right there.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. So it's like, man, I don't belong here. You get me? Like, I want to talk about like something that's me. You get me? Like right here, I gotta watch what I say, and like, you can't cuss. Or you get me? Like, I can't. And I told him thanks for everything, but I gotta work like with my people, like young. You get me?
I got you.
Urban,
I got you.
More urban.
I got you. Now look, right now we're gonna take a brief commercial break, and we're gonna come back and hear more with Edward Klipperhands and Fade Master on the Cut Game Radio Show. Hey, what's going on? We back. Y'all now tuned in to the Cut Game Radio Show, chilling with Fade Master and Edward Klipperhands. So you done watching novellas, and you leave that barbershop. So what shop did you end up going to after that?
From there, I took off to the shop where my brother was working at in Norwalk, at 5 Points Barbershop. And he was about to take off, and he told me, hey, I don't want to do them dirty, I don't want to just take off and leave them like that. So if I leave, at least you could take my chair and we could set it up like that. So I went in, and then he took off to another shop, and I was there probably like 2-3 months. Because at that time, my dad's like, hey, come over here, come move in with me. Like there's a shop over here that just opened up. I think it'll be good for your career. So I left Whittier, and I went to Riverside, and I started cutting hair right there at some other shop, and from there, that's where my started happening, everything.
Now look, y'all got a dope barbershop in Pomona, the Spot. Now, what led y'all to open up the Spot Barbershop?
Right there, the Spot Barbershop. How it happened is that shop where I moved to, Riverside. I started working there, and there was one of my clients that I had. He had a pallet business, and this guy always rolled up a new car, a different car all the time. Like, I'm like, damn, this guy's a drug dealer, or what does he do, or what? Yeah. And I'm like, bro, like, you're always coming in a new car, and I'm telling you what happened to your old car. You say you sold it, so like you're throwing money away. I'm like, you should invest it and open a business and open a barbershop or open a tattoo shop, open something with your money. Yeah. He's like, what? You want me to open you a shop and you run it or what? And I'm like, come on, don't play with me like that. Yeah. He's like, yeah, let's do this. I'm like, for real? And then it's like 6 months passed by, and then I was still working there, and he came in. And I'm like, man, you've been saying already you can open me a shop. What's up? And then so he's like, all right, we're gonna open it in Pomona, and I'm gonna take you driving around. We're gonna look for locations. So and eventually we ended up doing it. He ended up taking me to Pomona, looking around, and we found a location, and it was like a clothing store, like a donation, like a Goodwill style, but it was like no barbershop. And we talked to the landlord, like, hey, is it alright if we open a barbershop here? We just destroy everything in here and we just make it a barbershop. And the guy's like, yeah, it's cool. So from there, pretty much he was the investor, and I was the one with the idea, and pretty much we went down to Alicante and LA. We got everything. I drew it out. I did like a little 3D version of the barbershop how I wanted it to look. And
so that's when your graffiti skills came into play, huh?
I was like origami, cutting paper, and then building the shop. And I showed him, presented to him, and got his approval. And pretty much went to Alicante. We bought everything. And
your brother wasn't during this process. Your brother Fade Master?
He was working at the other shop, killing it over there. And during that time, it was happening. We didn't know what was happening, so we were like, "Yo, we're about to open a shop. You're gonna have to leave that shop and come over here and help hold it down with me." Yeah. We have our own shop. There's our shop. You get me? Yeah. And 6 months into it, like 3 months into it, the barbershop where I was at, which is the Spot Barbershop, we named it. And my friend, he didn't want nothing to do with it no more. He's like, "Man, this is a bad investment. I'm not making no money. Like." I'm used to making like 14 G's a week. Right here, I'm not even making nothing. This is not good. I'm gonna sell it. Blah 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 blah. I'm like, bro, like sell it to me. Like I don't have no money, but I have this Acura Integra. Yeah. It's worth $5,000. Just take it off my hands, and I'll give you payments every month. And he's like, nah. So eventually, he ended up saying yeah, and he took my car. And pretty much I stopped partying and stopped going out. Pretty much every penny I got from the barbershop, like give it to him.
What did he end up selling it to you for?
It was at the time I got it for 25 G's.
Oh, okay.
And pretty much everything he invested into it, permits and everything. That's what he didn't make no money off of it. It was just that's what it was. And that's
a come up for
this is
you.
09. This is 8 years ago now. Yeah. So I give him my Integra. He ends up, because he has a pallet business, he ended up raffling it off to all his workers over there. I bought a ticket, but I didn't win it. And so eventually we find out some guy won it, and it was, he won it for $21. And my dad's wife's like, oh, your cars, they're selling it over there down the street. I'm like, no way, don't tell me that. And so I went and knocked on the door. I seen it, and I knocked on the door. I'm like, yo, how much you want for the car? He's like, and the guy that opened the door, I knew him. Like, I knew him from the pallet business. And he's like, oh, he's a paisita. He's like, oh, I'm about to have a baby. I don't have no papers. I don't have a license, and like, I don't want to get deported. Like, nah, like this car is gonna get me pulled over. But I want $3,500. I'm like, damn, I only have $1,500 right now. Keep the car, keep the pink slip, and I'll come in a month and I'll give you the rest. He's like, you know what? Take the car, but I'll keep the pink slip and come back and pay me the rest of one in a month. So I ended up getting my car back, and then like a year and a half later, I paid off the shop, and so it's just a blessing.
Dang, that's a dope story. Yeah. That's a dope story. So when did Fade Master come through and help you out?
Fade Master was there during the whole time I was paying it off. Fade Master was there helping me build a brand, building the Spot Barbershop, the name of what it is for.
Now, did y'all use social media real heavy to build up the brand at this time?
Not the time. Not yet. I think
what year was this?
MySpace was barely getting started.
This is like 2010. No, yeah, right. Like
09.
09 is when they opened it. I didn't get there till maybe a year after the show.
Yeah,
because the thing with me is like I knew he was partners in the business, and I did wanted to go. I wanted to go with him since he opened. But the thing I was like, man, I knew like eventually the guy was gonna want to just sell it to him full, so he was gonna be full owners of it. And I was like, I wanna like wait till, you know.
You want to wait till it fully processed.
Yeah,
full process.
The full process.
Right.
Once it processed, I was like,
they were more scared that if I go in right now and he sees that it's doing good, he's not pull back. And I don't want to do the deal.
So y'all had to y'all couldn't be in your jet fuel out the gate. Y'all had to wait till it's fully yours, and then y'all just jet fuel.
Yeah, so because the moment we go, because I already had worked for 3 shops at the time, so I already knew like the first shop was all brand new. Everything was brand new to me because I didn't know I was good until people would start coming back for me and asking for me. I was like, at first I'll just cut my friends, and then now I have random people coming back and asking for me to cut them. I'm like, I guess I'm good at what I'm doing. You know what I mean? That's when I realized I was a good barber. So after working for like 3 shops, I was like, I already knew the potential. If I go to the fourth, you know, if I go to the spot, we're gonna pop it off. Especially if it's both of us, you know.
Yeah.
So I was like,
nah, that's dope. So y'all, it's teamwork.
Yeah.
Teamwork. So y'all got the spot. Y'all no longer have an investor. It's both of y'all rocking. Mm-hmm. How did y'all build it up to what it is today? Because it's rocking right now. How'd y'all build that up? You know, get the listeners and the viewers some game right now, you know, because it's a lot of barbers out there, you know, inspired by y'all. So
let them know one of the heavy hitters we had in there.
What the thing with the shop, I always said it's you got to keep it tight. Keep the squad, everyone in the shop tight. Everybody surround yourself with barbers that love to cut hair.
Yeah. Don't
just fill it in just to get people to cut. And be with like a sweatshop, you know what I mean? You want people that love the craft, enjoy coming to the shop every day, and are motivated. Because when you surround yourself with people like that, the whole squad is motivated, and everybody's helping each other push each other to the next limit.
Yeah.
And that's the thing with us. Like every time with all the barbers that we had, everybody was on the same they thought the same way. You know, they all had the potential of trying to raise the bar and trying to influence each other to help each other to get to the next step.
Yeah.
Like for instance, like one of the barbers that worked with us before is Vince the Barber.
Oh, okay.
Vince Garcia, his first shop when he came to California was the Spot Barbershop.
Now, what led him? I don't know if he shared that with y'all, but what led him to the Spot Barbershop?
He found me on MySpace. This is back in the MySpace days. Yeah, he found me. He had hit me up. He messaged me and he told me, he's like, "Hey, yo, I'm looking for a shop in California." He's like, "The only problem is that I don't have a license." He's and I'm trying to enroll into school and stuff. And I told him, oh, well, check it out. You come out here, I'm going to give them the same opportunity they gave me when I first started cutting.
So it came right back around now. Now you in that position.
Yeah, so I told him, once you touch grounds in California, I'm going to take care of you and, you know, come check out the shop and, you know, you got a job and I'll help you get into school and everything. Yeah. And, 3-4 months came in. Asian dude came walking in the shop. I'm walking around, like, hey, what's up, bro? You need a cut? He's like, oh, I'm Vince. I'm all, what up, Vince? I'm gonna check out the shop, you know. He's like, what do you think? I'm whenever you're ready, you wanna, you know, so you can start. And he's like, man. And after a while, after he started working with us, he told me, he's like, hey, bro, like, to be honest, I didn't think, like, I thought you were just BSing me, you know, about like giving him a job, and then helping him with school. But no, I helped, you know, I was able to help him out. And
nah, that's dope, man. That's dope.
And now Vince is doing his thing. And
Yeah. Now Vince, we gonna get him on the Cut Game radio show, but Vince out there really on his cut game. He really on his jet fuel right now.
Yeah, my boy came to do what he's doing, and he's killing the game, man.
Yeah.
Proud of him.
So when y'all eventually got on Instagram, how did Instagram elevate the Spot Barbershop?
Oh, when Instagram came in, like, we were already putting in our work, like, through because we're old school. I've been part of the old school generation of barbering, where it's you just, you know, you put in the work. You used to give out business cards wherever you go, like, all the footwork. And now with Instagram, it helps. You don't really have to do the footwork no more. You know what I mean? Like, you put in the same work, but you just gotta make sure you market. You know, your all your work in quality form, so for people to take you seriously, you got to put out serious work. You know, and in great quality. You got to invest. So that's when we started investing in our cameras, putting in time with every haircut, even lighting or whatever it is, just to perfect that cut just a little bit more. So you could stand out, and it would bring more business to the shop. Like, now, because of Instagram, like, I get like 5 to 10 new clients on a weekly basis.
Wow!
Know? And these are people I just had some dude come from Culver City. You know, that's like West LA? Yeah. That's about almost 2 hours out. You know what I mean?
Just traffic,
And there's a lot, you know, and there's a lot of nice barbers out here. Yeah. You know what I mean? And for somebody to come out like that, I was just like, man.
Nah, but y'all got good work, man. Y'all got amazing work, for real. Now, I know when I went to y'all shop, I seen trophies upon trophies upon trophies. You know, share with the viewers and share with the listeners about the many barber battles that you guys been involved in.
Oh, with the barber battles.
Yeah. Barber battles crazy.
What was the first one?
Our first barber battle, I could say it was like in 2000. Exotics. The first LA Exotics.
Was that 2012?
2012, I believe. Yeah, we went. I even entered.
Now, what made you even enter a barber battle?
I don't know. I just kind of wanted to.
Heard of it? We're like barber battle.
Yeah, barber battle. Like we didn't really know too much about it. I know barber battle's been in the game for a long time, but as social media, Instagram was starting to barely take off. Yeah. And then we started seeing like, oh, barber battle, exotic barber battle, like LA. Oh, you know what? We should go check this out. And then we seen like a couple, like that's when Pacino's was gonna be there, and then some other. We're like, oh, you know, it'd be dope to go network and go just chop it up. These are all people that are trying, you know, get their names out. Yeah. So we did, and I remember I entered my first. I didn't know what to expect. You know, it's the first battle I've ever. I didn't know how to go or what. I did the fastest fade category. My model was running late. Like I forgot my T-liner. Like I was so unprepared. Like everything was, because you know I never experienced everything.
Did you place?
No, I didn't place.
You didn't place. That was the only category you did that day?
Yeah, that's the only time.
Yeah. What about you?
At that time I just went and supported my brother and just watching him.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, yo, I didn't even know what to expect. We're like, do we battle? Or we just go check it out.
Yeah.
And then, but when I went that time, I'm like, man, like, what am I doing watching? Like, I need to be on the other side of this rope. Like, I need to be in there. I could do that. I could win. Like, you see some of the haircuts, like, not to be hating or anything, but like, man, I think I could do better. Like, get me in.
Yeah, no, I got that's that competitive spirit. So, what was the first barber battle that y'all placed?
Shoot.
I know, y'all got a gang of trophies.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. What was your first place trophy? I know you remember that first place.
I gotta look at them and see.
Man,
because they're all like unforgettable moments. So, like, they're all like, damn, today was crazy. I can't believe I won this. You get me?
What was the one that stands out then? Let's share that story.
For me, it was one of the I think it was one of the exotics. It was I didn't place first in that one. I placed second, but it was like 30 competitors. It was like 30 competitors, and I'm like, whoa, like I got second out of everybody, and there was like heavy hitters on that list. Like I was going to some of my homies and stuff, and I'm like, I didn't think I went against my brother, and I'm like, whoa, like I didn't want to doubt myself, but I'm like, damn, they're gonna take me out. But I was able to show that day, like I had a better day that day. You get me?
Yeah.
And that one was one of my good ones. And then there's another one with the Barber Society. Louie, she did the mow down. That one I did 2 years back to back, first place, fastest fade.
What?
And just that, when you're on the stage up there and they announce your name and the people are cheering, it's just unbelievable feeling. It's like, man, like finally after all these years of my hard work, it's getting paid off. And it's like, it's great.
That's dope. That's dope. Now I see y'all brought your brand here. We're gonna get into that brand, but right now we're gonna take a quick commercial break, and we come back. We're gonna have Fade Master Edward Klipperhands share with us about their brand and where you can get their merchandise. Cut Game Radio Show. Are we back on the Cut Game Radio Show, chilling with Edward Klipperhands and Fade Master? So, y'all got our table looking good right now. Y'all got all your gear. Why don't you break down for the viewers and the listeners, your brand and, just a backstory behind the brand.
Okay. Well, nobody really knows exactly, but I'm the one behind Los Peliqueros de California brand. So I've been Can
you say that again? Because I what I'm saying? Break it down for
Los Peliqueros.
Now, what does that mean?
Oh, Los Peliqueros means like the barbers, or it's like, for instance, I put it in a team form. Where I got the idea from is in Mexico. They have like it's like a MLB for baseball, but it's out there they have their version for their teams. Like they have like the Tomateros, or like it's like different names for their cities and states.
So that influenced the name behind the brand.
That's where I got the concept. I was like, hey, you know what? That's why I even did it with the logo. I did a barber chair swinging a barber pole as a bat.
Oh, okay.
And then since I'm from California, I had Illusions design the logo for me, where I did this. It has the sun in the background with the palm trees.
Oh, okay.
Because Cali, the palm trees and sun.
Yeah, shout out to Illusion. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shout out. You do good work.
So
but the brand, how it started, pretty much both brands. The way it started is like we started going to barber battles, and we're like, people wear a shirt, you wear your barbershop. I'm like, yo, like I wanna like something that demonstrates me,
represent y'all.
Represents me as like who I am. And I'm like that's where I already had the name Edward Klipperhands, and I'm like, yo, like I need to come up with an idea, and I told my boy, I'm like, yo, send me up a logo, like, because he always goes to the barbershop, and he does the drawing for us at the barbershop, and like if you tell him something, he'll be like, yeah, I'll do it, and he'll lag it, you get me? Yeah. So when we walked in the shop, I gave him a piece of paper and a pen. I'm like, yo, draw me a logo, like a Mickey Mouse style hands with a clipper, and I give him a fade, I gave him a fast feeds. I gave him a fast feeds, and then he came up with a concept. He drew it, and then I'm like, yo, I'm throwing that on all my hats and everything. So I'm like, there it is, Clipper hand.
That's dope.
And then so I wore one to a barber battle, and a barber's like, yo, where do you get the hat at? And I'm like, oh, this is my logo. Like I made it. They're like, yo, how much? I want one. I'm like, give me your number, and I'll make you one, and I'll hook you up. So I hooked him up, and then from there, someone seen me selling him a hat, and then I made the other guy.
Hey, y'all know y'all owe me a hat. I bought a hat from y'all at a barber battle and said, hold it for me. I didn't even pick it up, right? I just thought about that right now.
Oh, is it one of these? You can take one of these.
Hey, it's one of those. Yeah, I'm gonna have to collect.
You trying to get a free hat?
Yeah. No, I'll be supporting my brothers. You know what I'm saying? I support my family.
We were supposed to send it to you, but
yeah.
Hey, he had a little few too much drink, so he forgot. He took off.
Hey, I remember it on the spot right now. I'm like, let me speak up. Closed mouth don't get fed. You know what I mean? So I had to speak up right now on my hat. So I love the brand, man. It's dope. And the hands is dope. You know what I'm saying? For real. So I know other Latin countries, I know they digging that.
No, yeah, they love it. I've already I have like my boy Wester. He wants me to make him one, but he wants me to change where it says de California to put de Puerto Rico.
Oh, okay.
And because I have the flags on the sides of the jerseys,
Uh-huh.
so he wants me to put the Puerto Rican flag. So,
Yeah.
and then I have some Dominicans out there in Florida that they want me to do the same thing for them.
Yeah, you might as well go ahead and print up some Cuban ones, some Dominican ones, some Puerto Rican ones.
So yeah, it's
because you know they real
yeah,
heavy.
no,
it's he's working on it right now, the website and everything. So it's like we're not officially gonna launch it right now because it'll go crazy.
We got that exclusive.
everybody-
Game Radio Show got that
You
exclusive
got
right
the
now.
exclusive, yeah.
Everybody's
Yeah.
gonna want it, and it's gonna be like we can't give it to you all right now. We're like it's limited right now. You get me?
Yeah.
So once it's ready, once it's
All
off
we
the
have
press,
is the
it's ready to
teasers.
go.
We just have the teasers, and then or when you see me wearing that, they're like, where's my jersey? Oh, like we're working. You know?
Yeah. Nah, that's
Like you
what's
said,
up.
the barber battle, we have a booth. Make sure you pick up something right there because
Yeah, 'cause
you
that's
don't
the
know
only
when's
ti-
the next time you're gonna see it.
Now I know you shared with us that your logo is made with a fast feed. What's some of your favorite tools that you like to get down?
Well, at that time, the fast feeds, you know, like I like to switch it up, change it up. Like I don't just like using the same tools. And
But I know you got a favorite, a go-to.
So right now, like my favorite would probably be like, well, outliner will be my detailers.
Uh-huh.
Well, my detailers are good because they're sharp and I could use them on kids. But my machines I use right now the Magic Clips cordless.
Cordless.
Yeah.
What about you, Fade Master?
Fade Master, obviously one of my good ones.
Yeah.
I'm always open to machines, new machines. When new machines come in, I like to like try them out because I always feel like there's a purpose why. It's like a mechanic with their tools, you know what I mean? When new tools come out, whatever can make your craft easier and better, why not try it, you know?
Yeah.
So I have right now, I barely started getting into all the cordless stuff because you know, since I've been cutting hair for a long time, I was always used to
Corded,
using
yeah.
like all the. So it's a whole different process for me. But I use the Slimline Pros. And
Okay.
then I got the Magic Clips, and then I got the Oster Fast Feeds and the Masters.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Now they won over 30 battles, and when you win battles, usually you get clippers. You know, usually it comes with a bunch of things. You know, so they familiar with a lot of clippers. so you know, that's what's up.
Yeah.
So, man, y'all journey. How dope is it being on this cut game with your brother? You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy, man. It's a blessing, to be honest. It's like people trip out when they meet us. They're like, oh, hey, there's this dude Edward that works with you. He's nice too. I'm like, oh, Edward, that's my brother. They're like, wait, you guys are brothers?
Like real
I'm
brother.
like,
Like
yeah,
same mom,
same dad. I'm like, yeah, we're brothers.
Hey, but he got, you know, I seen he always got different things going on with his hair, but you know, he blind, mohawk. You got, you know what I'm saying, dreadlocks, you know what I'm saying? So that probably threw him off right there, you know.
Yeah,
hey, what influenced your hairstyle, the dreadlocks?
Well, with the thing with me, I've always had different hairstyles, like
Uh-huh.
because I've been into the hair game for a while.
Yeah.
So I had it from the faux hawks to the tail to the bangs to, and I was like, man, even braids. I was like, what's something that I haven't had? I'm like, you know what? I think I'm gonna go with the dreadlocks. So I grew out my hair for like 2 years until I finally got them done, and it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
I didn't realize how. I thought it was just grow your hair, get it done. Nah, it's like me, because at that time I used to go out a lot.
Yeah.
And going out, they don't let you go in without a hat.
Yeah.
With a hat on. So I wasn't able to go out to clubs, out bars. Some bars I was able to go in, some I wasn't. And you know, being a barber and having a bad hair day. He's like, wait. Oh, hey, I'll cut you up. They'll look at you like, bro, like you need to cut. You know what I mean? So I sacrificed like 2 years of not really going out or anything like that until finally.
It's crazy. My wife got locks. My daughter got locks, and I always was told that locks is more of a lifestyle, not a hairstyle. You know, it's just something you got to be dedicated to. You know. So that's what's up. That's what's up. So rocking with your brother, you know, y'all able to really cover a lot of ground. You know, Y'all got a lot of people out there inspired by your movement. You know, so I just want to thank y'all for keeping that camaraderie going on and just always elevating. Y'all always on your jet fuel. You know, I follow y'all real heavy. You know, so during this course, what major setbacks have y'all experienced when y'all both came together? You know, any major setbacks, if any?
It's just like, you know, like when it comes to ideas or stuff, it's just we have, you know, the good thing is that we have each other to like before releasing or dropping anything, he's like, hey, what do you think about this, or what do you think about that? So we kind of like help each other out in any of the moves that we make.
Yeah.
Or he'll drop something and be like, yo, you gotta fix like this.
What do you, like right before I'm about to drop it, I'm like, hey bro, what do you think? You know what? You should probably cut this part and add this more into your video, or something. So it's that's what's good about being together at the same time.
Because we have an older brother, and he don't cut hair, so it's me and him are the only ones that cut hair in our family. And so like for me and him, me and my brother, we have a stronger relationship than my older brother. Yeah. Because we do the same thing. We work together. We're mostly always together. You know what I mean? And it's pretty much like anything we need, he could relate to what I want. You know what I mean? Yeah. So he's like, yo, like, what do you think about this? And then he's like, what do you think about this? So we're like back and forth. Like I'm editing a video and he's editing a video. I show him my video, he give me his video, and I'm like, all right, like you gotta step it up. This, and this. All right, boom. Yeah, you gotta change your song and don't go with your video. Like you get me? Like, so it's good. You get me?
Yeah,
like
that's good feedback.
Like I'm happy that we both do hair, and my mom's proud of us, and she's like, oh, you gonna go to Mexico? Is your brother gonna go with you? I'm like, no, he's not gonna come today, but he's gonna come next time. And so she just likes us grinding because she's a hustler herself, and that's where we got her from.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's that hustle. So where do y'all see the Spot Barbershop and your brand? I don't want to mess with Los Peliqueros. Where do y'all see your brand and your shop in the next 5 years?
Well, next 5 years, we'll probably have another shop.
Okay,
for sure.
What area?
I'm kind of looking into doing it out of state.
Oh, okay.
Like open another shop in another state, just because I feel like we touched a lot of bases out here in California, and I just feel like maybe just touch another state.
That's what's up.
And then I could probably maybe me make the move, maybe my brother. Who knows?
Hey, I heard Vegas ain't too far. I heard Vegas is rocking for the barber game.
I know Nevada's pretty pretty good.
Yeah. Just
and they be like, "What you got the alley style?
Yeah,
you got the alley cuts?
That's what's up. That's up. So we asked every barber. Now we got 2 barbers today, but we asked all the barbers that come on the cut game, if there was a code of conduct for barbers, what code would I'm gonna start off with Edward Klipperhands? What code would Edward Klipperhands add to it?
Code, yeah.
Code of conduct. Just something that you would like to see maybe change, some type of behavior changing, or.
I feel like right now in social media there's a lot of hate. Okay. There's a lot of hate with as far as barbers doing enhancements to their clients. Sorry about that. They have they're doing enhancements and stuff. I'm like they need to stop the hate and we're helping out the client. The client's dealing with hair loss or stuff like that. So we're trying to give them a better service and we're making more money in our pocket. So and if the client's happy, he's leaving happy. Why another barber gotta hate another barber because he's doing that? And I feel like this hate needs to stop. Make money, feed your family. If you have hate, it's you're not cutting hair. What are you doing on your phone looking at other people's work? Cut hair or just something. You get me?
Yeah, here on the Cut Game Radio Show, we all about that barber love, straight up, and never hate on another barber's upsell, or whatever he's doing to keep the clients happy, to keep the clients satisfied. Never hate on that. Worry about what's going on in your chair. Keep your chair spinning. Keep hair on the floor on your situation, and just show love. You know what I'm saying? Now, what about yourself, Fade Master? There's a code of conduct. What code will Fade Master add to it?
What I would say.
It can even be something small, that little pet peeve you might see that especially being a shop owner, I'll
just say, man, just keep cutting, man. Just keep cutting, and don't never stop learning. Never stop learning. Keep yourself open to any cut. Okay. My thing is and if somebody brings you a picture or a design to try to do, just try it, attempt it.
Yeah.
Always keep yourself open to trying new things, or because you're never gonna learn how to do it if you never try it.
Yeah.
So just always keep an open mind with any cut, any hairstyle, anything that comes your way.
Definitely.
Because he said, never stop learning. To this day, we still me and him we still go to events, classes and stuff. I still pay money to go to a class and learn some new skills.
Yeah.
Like you can never learn everything.
If it's one thing or many things, it's that one thing that makes you better.
Nah,
So
definitely.
always keep an open mind.
Open mind. I like that code. Open mind. Open mind. So, man, y'all got the shop. Your movement is crazy. Your social media presence is crazy. You guys got your brand. How important? You leaving a legacy, but how important is legacy to the brothers?
Just being remembered for the good stuff we do.
Okay.
All the it's not just about our talent, but for the stuff we do with our talent.
Yeah.
If I don't want people to remember me for the good haircuts that I do, I want them to remember for the good things that I did, or what kind of haircuts that we done. Like for instance, like when my brother recently just dropped a video where he's cutting up homeless over there in Mexico.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? I've done a couple where I've cut patients at the hospital, or
That's what's up.
and stuff like that.
It's
And
not always just
it's
about
not-
the haircut, like
and
the
this
freshest
is
cut
and this
stuff.
is not even, this has nothing to do with money. You know what I mean? This is just us using our talent in different touching different bases.
Yeah.
And and just if we can leave
show
our
the,
leg-
show the young upcoming barbers that it's not always about.
It's not always about how good you are or how much how much money you make. It's about what you could do with it.
Yeah.
And if you could touch people's hearts and make them happy, then that's beautiful. That'll be dope to be remembered for.
No doubt. Well, man, I appreciate y'all stopping through the Cut Game Radio Show. Man, it's been a pleasure. Right now, I'm going to leave the stage to y'all. Y'all can share whatever you want. We really trying to inspire, uplift, and motivate the barbers out there. So if you can, just share something that they can take and, elevate with. It's all y'all.
Show. Go
What?
for it. Huh? You can say something right there. Like,
Yeah, we start off with Fade Master. There you go. The stage all yours. Share, drop some Cut Game on it real quick.
Oh man, I don't know what to say.
just take it just take it serious. Be more professional. Dress up a little better. Go to work. Smell good. Good hygiene. You don't know who's on your chair. Like the guy that was on my chair, he ended up opening me a barbershop.
Yeah.
So you never know who's on your chair. Just take everybody serious and take care of them. Because at the end of the day, they could fire you. It's your job. It's a job that they don't like you. They're gonna fire you. They're gonna get another barber. So just take it serious and do it because you love it. Money comes later.
That's what's up. Well, that concludes this episode of the Cut Game Radio Show. Make sure you follow us on YouTube, the Cut Game Radio Show. Follow us on iTunes. Subscribe to our iTunes and our YouTube. And also check us out on Instagram and all our social medias at the Cut Game. Chilling my barber family. We had a blessed time. So y'all stay groomed, stay elevated, stay on your jet fuel.
Yes, sir.
Peace.